What's going on? Is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Just seeing some of the progress. I'm in the basement right now. That's the light. It's the new countertops. Everything is in here. Everything is granite. So, looks really good. We're in the final stages. As you can see, everything has been painted. I got the flooring guys coming soon. Electrician is here. This is an office. All these doors got to be put back on. The light is dimmed, so got everything done. Got the hanging lights. Cabinets is done. Countertops is in. This is cool over here. So when you come in through the garage, and then this is the little space where you put your shoes at and stuff like that. And then the garage is also painted. So it's all about the details, the small details. Garage is completely painted. Most people use or they leave their garage not painted, especially if you get it from a builder. Spend the extra money. Do the trim work. All the trim work is done. That's extra. That's like a little pantry. So you got all of the shelves for pantries. All of that is custom built. None of those little wires that you get from Home Depot. So one of the reasons why I like to put extra money in my projects, and again, we do zero bank financing. So everything is 100% self-financed. See all of the trim work leads into the basement. All of the trim work for the office. Half bath. So the sinks and all of that. So we gotta come back or over the next 2 weeks with flooring and doing all the little details, putting the faucets in. We also ordered all of the utilities and stuff, not utilities. We ordered everything as far as like the refrigerator, the microwaves, all of the faucets got to be put in and stuff like that. So everything is good. Got all of our inspectors approved everything. So we good to go. We'll be finishing this within 2 weeks. And driveway, landscaping. So everything is pretty much done. They'll be coming in to pour the driveway today. And then we good. So life is good, all is good. And we in the final stages of this. We'll be done with this project. We got 2 more projects that I'm gonna take you guys through, probably starting next week. One of them is already being excavated. The other one is already in its final stages of getting approval from the permit office and my architect. So since this is my very, very first build and that we learned all of our lessons from this one. We take our learned lessons, cut costs. We had a lot of extra costs that was associated with it, but I'm not tripping about it. Timeline and all of that stuff. So now I have an expectation. And so now, not only am I going to duplicate the process, but you do 2 at a time now. And then the year after that, you do 4 at a time. So again, we're not selling any of our properties. We keep them, whereas we used to buy them turnkey and then just put a tenant in them and you know, make sure that we keep that tenant forever and keep that tenant happy. Now we building them from scratch. We buying the land. And then I have my compound that I'm building also, but I'm still in the process of trying to design and figure out what that looks like because that's going to be dope too. So thank you guys for continuing to take the journey with me. Also, I want to have some thoughts with you before I go into the office and do the Millionaire Morning Show. So make sure y'all tap into the Millionaire Morning Show. The full cost breakdown of this is going to be on the Patreon and my learned lessons and all of that stuff. So shout out to y'all. I love y'all. I want to talk about this Tezlyn Figaro chick, right? Because the first time that I discovered her was on the Breakfast Club when she was going back and forth with Vivek Ramaswamy, and she got absolutely destroyed, right? But it was the attitude. It's not even whether or not she's right or wrong from a political perspective. because I don't even really know her political views. I just know that she pretends like she's critical of both sides, when in reality, she's slanted on towards the liberal side. That's number one. Number two, I also know that she's loud. She's loud and she's wrong. And the problem with that is that she's the personification of what black women usually are classified as. She fits the narrative. She invited my homegirl, Michaelah Montgomery, onto the Revolt platform, apparently. And I didn't even know that until Michaelah told me about it later on. But she invited her onto the platform in order to, I guess, have some commentary about the debate. And obviously, I believe that Michaelah was being used in order to get off her shit, you know what I'm saying, so that she can use her as kind of like a punching bag. And she tried to pretend like, oh no, if I didn't respect her, I wouldn't have invited her on the platform. What? Come on, stop. We don't want to hear that shit. So I believe she was being used as a political pawn, but she probably didn't realize that Michaelah is much smarter than her. People like Michaelah more than her. And the only reason people even go at Michaelah in the first place is because she's a free thinker and she has her own mind, and she decided to go against the norm of black people in order to vote for Trump, because Trump is the better candidate regardless of how they market to y'all. And so she thought she was going to get one off, but what she did was she made herself look stupid. And that's the thing that guys have to understand, because this is more than just politics. This is what it is that we're being labeled as, and often at times the stereotypes is true. And so what you have to do is let them talk long enough and then put the exclamation point on the end of it. Let them talk long enough, they're going to make themselves look stupid. Let them talk long enough, they're going to show themselves for what it is that they are. You don't have to fight them. You don't have to go back and forth with them all the time. Just let them show themselves for who they really are. And the rubber stamp on it, I can't wait to watch the rest of this live stream. The rubber stamp on it was when she tried to grab Michaelah's arm when she was arguing back and forth with the black guy. And Michaelah just pulled her arm back like, and she was so cool with it and she was so chill. And so shout out to Michaelah, shout out to her for her feminine energy, and then letting God use her to ultimately expose the type of woman that you're dealing with. And, you know, guys, this is one of the reasons why they run away from a lot of these women that's in the community, and we don't give a fuck about what you think your accolades are. The only thing that matters is how you communicate with people and whether or not, you know, people like you. So keep doing what you're doing, because all you're doing is making black women look bad. And I ultimately think that black women need to hold her accountable for her behavior, because this is one of the reasons why y'all looking stupid out here in these streets, all right? So that's my thoughts. I'm about to go into the office and get it popping. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all join me for the Millionaire Morning Show. And T. Chanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments, and then also join me for after hours tonight, and we gonna get it popping on that also. I love y'all. I'll keep y'all up to date on all of my projects later.